Hello and welcome. Intercontinental group of awesome and I-95 games are presenting the tabletop RPG known as Masks, A New Generation, the book that I normally pull off the shelf ahead of time, but instead I just put like slightly out, but I was able to grab it quickly. By Brendan Conway, published by Magpie Games. We are specifically using the Halcyon City Herald collection and set in Halcyon City, which is the default setting for Masks, using a number of other supplements to build up the pantheon of superheroes and supervillains here. But the main Bible is Halcyon City Herald collection, which is pretty fantastic and has a bevy of great custom moves. This is part of a mini series. So if you think, oh, wow, how many of these are there? You can think two, because for the month of December 2018, we are running the mini series Doom in Halcyon City. And I'm going to now switch us to a really cool picture because I like really cool pictures. Let me make sure that people can see all the cool PCs. All right. So the Doom in Halcyon City, I see that I have shrunk the size of that. So let me make the units a little bit bigger. There we go. Sweet. So in Doom in Halcyon City, issue 2, guest starring Nemo, the Doomed, which is a playbook in the default or the main basic book of Masks New Generation. And then, of course, we have our normal players, Atlas, Viridian, Seraph, and Armature. This is the one December game. When we have Atlas, he will be absente after this, so we may kill him. No, I'm joking. Okay, baby. We'll see what the dice say. So, you like that threat? Little sword of Damocles, Jan? You like that? No, it's a dude, so maybe both you guys go down. Who knows? I don't know. Paul, please remind us of the character that you're playing, sir.
I forgot while you were babbling. I mean, I'm playing Anil, who is also Viridian. He's a legacy son of the sort of supreme sorcerer of Halcyon City, Magister Justinian, and sort of struggling to find his voice and his place, and the team is good for him, even though, you know, Armature is probably going to wind up a Bond villain, but other than that,
well, you're not Bond, so what's the matter, right? Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. It's good. You can cast a spell. Thank you, Paul. Jen, please remind us who you are playing, my friend.
I am playing Seraph, who is a flying hero. And in her regular day-to-day life, she is Ashley Banner, trying to make the whole split lives thing work. She also has some vague supernatural senses / sort of language-based abilities and can phase through matter sometimes, but she's not exactly famous for either of those. She also generally has the full Spider-Man business, is what I like to call it. So she's stronger and more durable and more agile than a baseline human being, but it's very hard to get noticed for being kind of strong, especially when you're on a team with Atlas on it.
Fair enough. Well,
Second
you've queued him.
is truly the first loser.
Ouch. Not saying you're wrong, but ouch. That's a perfect cue up for Jan. Please remind us who you're playing.
Wow, sorry. Hi, I'm playing Atlas, aka Marcus Meyer. Marcus was a very general, like normal teenage kid, except for the fact that he had some muscular disease which eventually put him in a wheelchair. And then he got some experiments done on him, and then suddenly he went from being 6 foot tall to 7'5", and hulking massive muscles. And yeah, he doesn't. He can't really hide his identity much either, because he's 7'5". So he sort of stands out. And yeah, he's trying to stay ahead of the people that made him what he is now.
Yeah, we should delve into that. I think we have ignored that for far too long. And then we have our guest player, JD. JD, please remind us of the character you're playing.
Yeah, Nemo has a bit of a checkered past where they got into they have shape-shifting powers. They're the doomed, and they got involved with this kind of this villain because of their now ex-girlfriend, and then they found a scary orb of doom thing that was part of an alien invasion plan, and now their ex-girlfriend is their nemesis, and it's complicated. That's a Facebook status.
Nice. Thank you, JT. And then last but not least, Alex, please remind us who you're playing.
I'm Unisha Upal, aka Armature, playing the brain. I'm the one who I have prosthetic tentacle limbs that I can change into control and change into different shapes. A bit like very small Doctor Octopus tentacles, but lots more of them as well. And everyone keeps on thinking I'm going to turn into some sort of supervillain for reasons. And I am currently helping Nemo with his problem.
And we will see how that comes out. Since Nemo being a doomed, I'm sure that it will work fine. No sadness whatsoever with the complicated relationship problems and the whole playbook of being a doomed. All right. So let's start off with our... we're going to start off in Dimitri's place, in the garage. And Teenage Gerbil Uprising is having another rehearsal in a weekday afternoon. It's sunny. It's sunny out, but you can see that there are. To make sure, like my recollection is that we were in the fall winter time frame. Just want to make sure that that jives with what everybody else season wise was thinking for the game. Okay, because I don't want to say that East Texas is in West Texas in that kind of mistake. I'm just trying to avoid that.
Well, so you're going to have to make a card for this once we've reached consensus, I think.
I think so, too.
I kind of thought maybe we were in the fall, but I'll be honest, I don't recall us particularly establishing what season it was.
Okay, well, good. If we haven't established it, then establishing it now means we're doing a great job. I'm now going to stick it into, I've copied the team pool on our main map, and I'm just going to write that it is season fall. And so it's a bright day outside. However, you can see there's a good bit of wind. Some leaves are kind of blown across the driveway in one of the panels, and we have all those kind of very lively lyrics for a song that Teenage Gerbil Uprising is rehearsing as Dimitri's belting out the lyrics. And what is the expression we see on Viridian's face as we get a panel of him drumming away? Like, what's going on in his head?
You want the expression on his face or what's going on in his head?
Oh, well, I was imagining the expression would be telling us what's going on in his head,
Oh,
but
he's I mean, if he's drumming, he's paying attention to
if you want thought
drumming.
balloons, though, you can thought balloon it up, bro.
He's probably biting his lower lip just a little bit and really focusing. Because he's not a big dude, so he puts pretty much everything into his drumming. Physically. So
Nice.
when he's drumming, there isn't a lot of introspection going on unless something goes wrong.
Very cool. Very cool. And then when we get a panel of Ashley there on lead guitar or only guitar, as the case may be, what do we see? If there are any thought bubbles, just an expression?
She's like in the zone.
You guys are just like in the zone today. Awesome. That's great.
Yeah. No, she loves playing guitar specifically.
Cool. So in the zone, but definitely enjoying it. Cool. And when we get a single panel of Eun Kim, the keyboardist, like she's playing, but she's also, her attention is divided because she's looking over at Marcus. And then Dimitri is occasionally, there's a couple of panels of him like throwing his hair back. He's starting to grow his hair a little bit long. It's only like this long, but he still does a lot of like head throw thing as if he has longer hair. He's getting into it. He's just practicing for when he has longer hair. And he's singing. The lyrics are a little rough. It's a bunch of couplets that are loosely rhymed. You guys are definitely sounding out this original song. And then we cut to Marcus. Marcus being over 7 feet tall. Are you, again, sitting on the floor, or are you trying to very gingerly sit on the couch that they have, the found couch they've drug in here?
Sitting on the floor.
Nice. Sitting on the floor. Nice.
He's over 400 pounds of muscle. It's not good for couches.
He's a couch killer. It's true. Yeah. If ever you guys fight the man-eating couch, I think that Atlas is the guy who should take him on. That was a tick reference.
He's on point, really. Yeah.
He's our point man against couches. Cool. So we have a couple panels, like a wide shot at the bottom of the page of the whole band playing, and of course there's a good bit of the corner of the panel, which is the back of Marcus's head and his shoulders kind of dominating the lower portion of a corner there. And then you guys finish up that song, and you roll into another song that Eun Kim wants you guys to cover a particular song, and this one is got a lot more keyboard, like she is trying to show off a little bit with the beginning keys. And then we cut outside, we see the house, we see Dimitri's house, and a little bit further out, and we see that that Nemo and Armature are coming this way. How are you guys traveling? Is Nemo, are you flying again, like doing the crazy body modification flying?
Why not? That just seems fun. Are you up for that?
Oh yeah, I mean, are we doing the giant bird?
Yeah, totally.
Giant Nemo bird flying overhead.
Yeah, like, so there's a cry of an eagle, over the band can't hear it over there jamming, and then they land, and you see you see Nemo slowly start to transform back.
And I guess Armature is just standing behind. Armature only really appears once he's shrunk down. So
Nice. I like that. So there's like the doot doot doot, and then there's Armature. Armature.
I'm unclear. Are we supposed to know Nemo? Are we supposed to?
That's a great
No.
question. So
Well-
let's discuss that because we had not talked about backgrounds. And thank you all for bringing that up. I know Nemo, as Spencer does attend Hope Prep, and also is known to have some powers. Don't know that it's not widely known that you're doomed or that you got this weird power boost from the orb, but you would have been participating in classes with Hope Prep. So I think
it was the shape-shifting power that was known. All the other powers connected to Doom was secret, wasn't it?
Yeah, I think the shape-shifting powers were known. But yeah, he's definitely not told anyone except Armature about the new powers.
Cool. Okay. So let's quickly work through the influence to see who gives influence to everyone. Does any playbook give influence to everyone on the team?
I'll need to check.
I do.
Cool. So that means that the Doomed has influence over you. The Bull, I think you give influence to your love and your rival.
Yeah. So.
Yep, that's it. It literally says, but that's it. Let's see, the Janus. You look up to your teammates. If two of them influence over you, I think you've established that, right? And then we already did the legacy. So what about the brain? How does influence handle? I think we already did that last
two
time.
influence that I give out, so that's already been done.
And then what about the Doomed? How does influence work out for you?
Two teammates.
Yep, two teammates. That's right. I think you've given one to Armature, and now you can give one to one of these folks.
And to follow up on the whole, if he's known, we kind of established in the first session, or whatever, that he's taking classes at they are taking classes at Hope Prep, and that at least I'm kind of acquaintances, school friends, but with them, and have at least one class.
Your cam's off, JD? I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. Sorry, I'm on my my iPad right now.
Okay.
So I was looking at Roll20, and when I do that, it doesn't do that.
Oh, okay.
So
Stupid iPads.
cool. I'll be right back. I'm still here, and you may still hear my voice.
Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
All right.
I mean, as for links, Atlas only sort of does a side job at Hope Prep at the gym, so maybe.
Yeah, probably not.
He doesn't like. From last session, I got the feeling that gym class is not your favorite one.
No. Okay, so I think that I have to say that I have told Armature about all the doom and danger that I've been in, because I just did that, right?
Because you sure did.
Yeah. And I think I would have to say that I would also love to kiss Armature before my doom comes. So for my influence, it says for these people matter for what you need to do. Give influence to two of your teammates. So Armature for sure is getting one. And I'm trying to think who else would, might be considered the most helpful per se, and in defeating this menace. And I think I'm gonna say Seraph.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then just as a reminder for the way that Mask's influence works, if at any time you as a player think, you know what, my character cares about what this other PC thinks, I'm going to give them influence. You can give influence to you have background, but if at any point during the game you're like, you know what, I'm giving you influence over me because of X, Y, or Z, you can do that. So I'm go ahead,
who was
JD.
it that gave influence to everyone again?
The legacy, so that would be Viridian.
Okay, got it.
But I would like to go ahead and say that Anil and Ashley both have classes with Nemo, Spencer in school. So you guys are aware of each other. Now Ashley does have a secret identity. So the influence is held by Seraph, but Seraph is not currently present. So you guys land in the driveway, and Marcus, aka Atlas, you are the first one to. I apologize. My dog thinks something exciting is happening.
Hi, Chidi.
I stopped and then I unmuted.
My cat's also being very interesting here.
So Atlas, you're there, kind of at the edge. You see them both land, and Armature appear from behind Nemo. What do you do?
I think Atlas just goes like, "Whoa, some bird just turned into a person. What's this?"
This is Nemo.
Hi.
This
good,
is.
Good to see you guys.
Hello.
I gesture towards the garage and like, this is most of the Halcyon Guardians.
I like continue playing guitar for an embarrassing couple of seconds, and then like probably somebody like nudges my arm, and I'm like, what? Oh, hi.
Hi.
Let's just say I threw a drumstick at you.
Yep.
Nemo's kind of blushing and like scratching the back of their neck awkwardly.
That would be Teenage Gerbil Uprising.
Yeah, cool music. I like your sound.
And we know Nemo as Spencer.
Yes.
I mean, we know that they're the same person. Question mark.
You would know Spencer. Yeah. I mean, I'm trying to think. I don't think that they officially have a superhero name, like a superhero identity yet, because what they were doing was really on the fly, kind of criminal stuff. So, it was not it was not a thing, like, so they called themselves Nemo, but like no one would know about it except for kind of the criminal element. So you would know that they had the powers, but you would not have kind of seen them use it before, I guess, much.
So I'll say, hey, Lunisha, Spencer, what's up?
Do you want to take this?
Do I have to? Oh, okay. So I've kind of gotten myself into a bit of a pickle, and I think that you guys are going to be able to help me and maybe save the world.
What?
It's a kind of trans-dimensional thing. He'll get to it.
Yeah, but it can wait for like half an hour if you guys want to continue your jam session.
Wait. Trans-dimension. Like, we just had some. Is it related to those people from the other dimensions that we fought?
I don't think so. these guys, hopefully not. I mean, these guys are trapped currently.
Oh. Uh, okay. I think we've lost. It's gone quiet.
Yeah, it appears that JT's frozen. Hey, Jen. No worries. I think that JD's frozen. So let's.
Oh no, I need a quick sum up because
Yeah, the thing that came up.
Can I do a quick out of character? Oh,
Yeah, go ahead. What's up? What'd you have?
I was going to say I could do a quick out of character explanation of what the thing was, or you might have a better.
Yeah, I think it would be really good if we do like a little and explanation here.
Basically, there seems to be some race of aliens, something
Hi.
from another time. Oh,
Hey,
There we go.
JT.
Yeah, sorry. I think it just got cut off. Everybody just froze, and I was just like, okay, and I had to restart it. Right. So where was I? Yeah, so hopefully not them because they're kind of they're trapped currently. But it appears to be an alien army from another dimension who likes to conquer
Wait,
worlds and things.
they're both alien and from another dimension?
Yes, both of those things.
okay, but is it possible to be from another dimension and not be an alien?
Yes, I think so.
I think that the people that we fought, from our friends from other dimensions, I don't
Yeah.
think those were aliens.
Okay.
Well, I suppose in a sense they were alien to this place. I mean, it's all complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah. But let's skip the philosophy and get on to practicalities here.
do you want the just the gist?
Yeah.
Okay, aliens trapped between dimensions.
Ex-girlfriend is currently working to try to bring uh them here, and
That's
that's
rough,
really,
buddy.
really
Ah,
bad. Really
Oh,
bad.
and the orb. Mention
so
the orb.
this is not
yeah,
somehow caused by armature then.
no.
Hey,
She's been very helpful. Do you?
I didn't
Yeah,
touch the orb. Nemo
no.
said just scan it.
I
I was
told her it
reading.
was the orb
Um,
of do not touch, and she did not touch it.
hey, armature, what happened to your tentacle there?
Uh, I may have touched something.
Yeah, she did touch
Figures.
something. It was
Figures.
not the orb of doom, do not touch, though, which is
Yeah.
good. And she didn't try to separate the two books, which is also good.
I don't know what that means.
It was a thing.
I'm like pointing at Atlas for what he said, kind of deal. I don't know what order I'm in. Hang out, so.
Yeah, it's kind of complicated to explain, but basically, I worked as a petty criminal and then kind of got bigger jobs, and this one job was to find this orb. And there were, navigate the traps and stuff, and to not touch it, but to secure it uh, with my girlfriend at the time. She touched the orb, and I tried to stop her, and then we kind of got, well, invaded by this evil alien overlord guy in our heads and bodies. We kind of got powers from him, and he said we were his heralds and gonna free him and his army to conquer this dimension.
Well,
And
I guess you're heralding right now.
yeah, I'm trying to stop it though. Uh, so, but it's complicated because I have no idea how to do that or anything.
I do have a plan, though.
She does, but it's kind of a, no offense, I'm not a fan of the plan.
Plan first, then critique. Go.
Well, I did some scans, and it seems to open up this portal, it needs both of them, both Nemo and the X.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, basically, to control the portal, it needs both of those.
Yeah,
So
it was supposed to be
we
one
need to
person.
keep them
And
separated.
it was not supposed to be two.
Well, my thought was to capture the X, synthesize her makeup, and use that artificial version of her and Nemo to control Portal and close it
Yeah,
completely.
I have I have issues with both parts of that plan because
Don't worry, it's a common thing with armature plans that people oppose them for moral reasons.
I mean,
So I like that this offers what sounds like a permanent solution.
I'm not sure it's possible, but I mean,
Um,
it is worth trying to see if it is possible, but the getting Cora to yeah, she's I don't know. Maybe we could do it, but she
yeah,
might also kick our asses after, even if we do capture her, like find a way to escape, and that's bad. I don't
but
know. I see a lot of ways it could backfire.
if the two of you are together, does that like increase chances of portals opening?
I I would say so. I think it takes kind of our powers combining
Right.
So
to
how does Cora feel about being a herald of alien apocalypse?
she's drunk the Kool-Aid.
So she's into it.
Oh, yeah, very into it.
So what is
Violently
she
very
doing
into
about
it.
that right now?
That I don't know. That is another issue. We need to stop her from doing what
She's
she's
looking
trying to
for you then,
do.
probably.
Probably, but
We can
I'm not
assume.
really hiding. I think she's thinking that like this is a phase and I'll come to.
Is it a phase?
I don't want the world to end. I like the world. And I would not enjoy alien
How
overlords. And the guy in my
how
head is he has bad news.
how big an army are we talking?
Hmm.
Always bigger than you think.
Yeah, he keeps on bragging a lot.
Shouldn't we
Uh,
inform like authorities or something? Like army?
Aegis?
Transcendent
Oh, fuck.
Crusaders.
I mean,
Eh,
kittens to them.
kittens.
Sorry, it's a thing with me and my mom and swearing. Anyway,
hmm.
So I'm thinking, as much as I respect you, Unisha, and you know I do, I'm thinking that if it requires both the gatekeeper and the keymaster to open this portal for the bad evil army to come through,
I've seen
then
Ghostbusters.
then perhaps we should stay away from Sigourney Weaver. That's all I'm saying.
Yes.
I mean,
She's gonna come eventually.
Okay.
We do know
I
that. So I think preparing for that moment is important.
What are her powers?
Uh, so she has super strength,
Uh-huh.
and
Okay. Mm.
she
How strong is
also
she?
pretty strong. I mean, you look very strong, sir, and I respect that, and
Just
I think
Marcus is fine.
Marcus, yes. Um, I am unsure. I know she kind of broke a bunch of goons, like they were little, threw them around like rag dolls, and killed them. That was. She also
You,
has kind of a
you see
life
like a
draining.
pensive, sort of guilty look on Atlas's face at the description, like maybe he's done that too some point.
Uh, um, yeah. She also has kind of a life drainy thing going on. I can do that too, but I don't do it because it's kind of terrible.
Okay. Wow. Nemo has delivered a little bit of the doomy exposition here.
Yeah, I get to mark a doom, right, for everyone.
Yeah, you've spoken openly about this terribleness, so mark the doom track.
All right, let's see. So I have three people. Okay.
Ooh, you think? Yeah,
I think
sounds
that puts me over the edge.
do it.
Yeah, for sure it does. Okay, so I am going to say damn. Okay. Let me look at all the Doom options because I do not know them by heart.
Okay,
And
cool. I'll give you a minute or two to do the doom options. Dimitri says, "So, guys, I guess practice is over for this thing, for the supering or something. So I'm gonna go get some pizza. You guys need any?"
oh, I need brain
Um,
food. And I'm going to sit on the couch and start
I
trying to access the internet.
I could use a snack. I'll have like a large pepperoni and a large Hawaiian.
Unyo Kim's like, "Okay, great. Yep, I got it." And she will
Thanks.
head into the house with Dimitri. I think Elizabeth is here. What do you think, Ashley?
Hell yeah.
oh, infinite powers for sure. Okay.
Oh yeah, I want to look at infinite powers. What that means. Mark
I
your doom
have
track to use an
to.
ability from any playbook one time.
Yes, I will be right back.
Okay,
Okay.
cool.
Ashley puts in a request for a pizza with artichoke hearts and yellow bell peppers on it.
Sweet. Yeah, so Dimitri's going to call this into the local pizza joint. And Onion Kim will go out to pick it up in her little, her little car, her little smart car.
Because she's a
Or
champ.
no, she was in the little red kind
Pink
of
Claire.
ragtop.
It was that little Fiat.
Yes,
Yeah.
Fiat,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
the
yeah.
word. I was trying to find the picture, but he
So
beat me
cute.
to it. Very adorable. I don't know how we fit Atlas in it. Comic book logic's the only way. Cool. So, anything you guys wanted to do
He's
at
pulled up and
knees fold up? Yeah, pretty much the knees imprinted on your chin, on the sides of your face there.
I want to start doing like a search for any mention of the X what was her name?
Coral Concepcion or Corruption.
Yes.
Sorry.
Coral Corruption. I want to kind of just start scanning the city, internet feed, news feeds, police scanners.
I think being best, dating someone whose last name is Corruption stands along trusting a guy named Sinestro as obviously poor choices.
Yeah,
Really good.
I agree.
It wasn't.
I blame the
I'm pretty
parents.
sure that wasn't her last name before the whole, oh, I got powers now and it's awesome.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna fuck around being evil issue.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they dated while she had that name, right?
Well, I think they
No.
stopped dating once the powers kicked in. She didn't have any powers. She just had to weapons and martial arts training until the powers, and now she has both. Yeah, and a union.
Cool.
I was glancing through the Halcyon City Herald Collection custom moves, and I don't see any custom moves specifically for trying to research folks. Oh, there's a dog that just went by. Dainties. It's all animals all the time. But I don't see one, so I think you're just going to assess the situation here.
Yeah. That is just superior, which is only 1 at the moment. I could have got very depowered. Though I got a 10.
Hi.
Of course, that's what you get. For saying you got depowered, is you make the roll. All right, cool. So with the 10, you get some questions.
What here can I use to find? For some reason, the corruption is the part I'm remembering.
What here can you use to find corruption? Nemo, right? Because if Nemo just revealed that the entity is speaking through their head, and obviously there is a connection between the two of them, so you may be able to triangulate where the third piece is, knowing where the orb is and where Nemo is.
Okay, I'll save the other one for see if I have a chance to ask that another question later in the scene.
Cool. All right. So, oh, by the way, JD, I muted you, so you can unmute yourself when you're
Thanks.
back. No problem. Okay. All right. Good. So yeah, you hop on the internet. Unyoung Kim takes off to pick up the pizzas after Dimitri orders them. Anything you guys want to do, or do we kind of just have a couple panels of people eating pizza and Armature doing sciencey stuff?
Hey, Nemo, was it? So this voice in your head, does it have a name?
Yes. Its name is hold on 1 second. I need to Norix, right? Its name he calls himself Norix the Destroyer.
Wow, that's like on the level with what was your girlfriend's name? Sorry.
Coral Corruption.
Yeah.
Cora.
Okay, yeah, corruption. You have lovely friends.
Yeah, gonna try to not take that too much to heart there, but anyways,
Seems like
So-
somebody who's starting to try and get better friends.
Exactly. Exactly. Ashley, was it?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, we're in English together, I think.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Your poem was good. I remember that. I like that one.
good, because I was really worried about that one.
Oh, no, it was solid. Mine kind of stunk, but anyways. Is Seraph part of your team? I thought I heard.
Yes, but she's not here right now.
Okay. Okay. Cool. No, I really like her wings. Yeah, I think that like they might be really able to help me. I think.
We
How?
could
Set.
send someone to contact her.
Yeah. Um. I could try and reach her.
Well, I was
Hey,
thinking somebody
hey,
else could
Ashley,
maybe.
Ashley, could you help me? Like I
I
need to find
guess,
the
yeah.
number.
I mean, I'm not so hungry I'm gonna die if I skip pizza. Probably some leftovers at mom's place. Come on.
Elizabeth says we'll save some for you. Okay, babe.
Okay, thank you.
Oh, wait, no, it's okay. It can wait. You know, if like.
No, this sounds pretty important. What with the alien invasion and the world ending stuff, I can sacrifice a little pizza and some time with my friends to the cause here.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to be a superhero to feel responsible for that. And
It
if I've
was-
got to be like errand girl, whatever.
Okay.
Cool.
Sweet.
So I leave with Atlas, and I'm like, as soon as we leave, I'm like, God, how long do you think we should wait? 5 minutes? 10? Like, what's credible?
I mean, you can come back whenever you feel like it's good. I'll just head back before, because otherwise it might. Actually, how? Like I haven't seen. Like, do you need to suit up or what?
Uh, it kind of suits itself.
Can
Transformation secrets.
can I see?
You're gonna see it eventually, but yeah, let's just find a spot, okay?
I mean, you're not Atlas's love anymore, but still, you know.
Yeah.
You
So
never forget your first.
I
So
use my
what does it look like? We have a few panels to dedicate a transformation sequence of Ashley to Seraph here.
yep. Um,
Where are you? Because like you guys left, did you just kind of walk across the neighborhood and try to find some backyard that's fenced in or something? Or
basically,
yeah.
yeah.
all right. There's like a trampoline, high fence backyard, treehouse. Nobody's
Right.
here. Yeah.
And you know, it's
They just
school
see- they
/
just-
work hours.
Atlas over the fence.
Yes, exactly.
Right. He's
that.
going to leave a couple of mysterious footprints because, you know, you make a clean jump like that and you hit soft soil. It's basically what it do. So, first panel is sort of Ashley focusing. It's a little bit of light starts to pour out of her back. And then the main flying wings flow outward. And while they're doing that, her costume sort of spreads in from the back to the front and over her body, kind of replacing everything that she's wearing in this sort of, just purely thoroughly magical way, with, light nibbling at the edges of one seaming and the other. And then finally,
Nice. The last thing is the wings hiding the eyes.
And then the last frame is just a picture of Atlas's face going, "Wow."
wow.
Nice.
Then I turn over and I'm like, ta-da, that's the whole deal.
And then Atlas grabs his backpack and goes, "Well, I need to."
Cool, I'll give you some privacy.
Nice.
And I fly off.
Maybe you like flip up the trampoline or something, you kind of hide behind it. Sweet. So Seraph, as you fly off and you're headed back, you spot there is a say that it's like an SUV, like a bigger kind of like a Chevy Suburban type vehicle that is headed down the way. It would be no big deal, except that you recognize the driver and the guy on the passenger side as a couple of folks from the Hope Prep, a couple of the powered individuals there. It is a guy named Lawrence, who goes by Battle Cry, and his thuggish buddy, who is pretty much always known as Sloth. So Battle Cry and Sloth are headed down the street. They're actually, looks like they stop across the way from the garage and park. And I will drop you guys to the area where you can see. So if you check roll 20 now, Battle Cry and Sloth are on the left-hand side there. Screen share as well, because I can do that thing. So that's we're looking at. Went the wrong way. I always got a 50-50 shot, so I choose the wrong way. They're both members of the Ulteens, but this is Battle Cry and this is Sloth. They're not suited up, but Battle Cry is wearing his douchey Letterman jacket because that amuses me.
Of course. And they're just going across from...
Yeah, they park across from Dimitri's.
Practicing, yep.
What do you do? Oh, gosh, you were definitely affirming your superhero identity there. Absolutely.
Cool. Time to do the thing.
Yeah.
Let's see. While I swap my stats. There we go. I'm gonna sort of park it on a roof point across the street from Dimitri's place. So if they're there to focus on Dimitri's house, I'll be behind them and just sort of watch things play out. And I'll come to Viridian and teammates and say, hey, Sloth and Battlecry are here to mess with band practice, I guess.
And as you're saying that, Seraph, you see in the back seat the burbling green of Serena Slimeball, who is not an Ulteen and really doesn't have anything to do with the Ulteens. They've actually, Sloth has picked on her before, but she's there in the back seat. So you calm that to Armature and Viridian. You guys hear from Seraph from the ultra cool communication technology. And of course, Atlas, you're like almost completely dressed when you hear that from Seraph as well. Like we get a little, like your big muscular chest, right? As you're pulling on the last bits of your costume.
The what?
Well, okay, I don't know what they're here for, but they're parked in a van right across the street from Dimitri's garage with Serena Slimeball, who I didn't think they'd get along with.
Nemo,
I'm just
catch.
keeping an eye on them right now.
Huh?
I throw
Nemo catches
Nemo a
whatever
little
it is.
like black bead. It's like, put that in your
Okay.
ear.
Okay. Before we get into battle, Rich, I did get an advance, I believe,
Okay.
last session, and I didn't choose.
Well, you should choose. It might pay off.
Yeah, so I wanted to choose before the battle, so that I had that all book kept well. I think I'm gonna choose the Nova advance where I get flares.
Ooh.
It's on the Doom sheet. You can get flares
Okay.
and burn from the Nova. So I will choose 3 of those if that's okay.
Yep. Burning 3 flares from the Novus playbook.
Yeah. Okay.
The most complex part of entire masks is the Nova.
Yeah. Wait,
Let's do it.
did anyone else choose that or
No,
okay,
wasn't my plan either. So
cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't want to step on any toes with any repetition of moves, but that seems cool to do. All right.
But you are now on our comms, in case it wasn't obvious. What I was
Yeah.
trying to.
That's
I
what
said
sticking
you-
a bead in your ear means in this game.
Yeah.
Everybody wants a bead in their ear. There's the cool kids stick beads in their ears. It's like the Tide Pod challenge, but actually
Yeah.
useful.
And
not
less
at all
silly.
harmful. Yeah, unless doomy. Sweet. So yeah, you guys get that information, and Battle Cry opens the door to his SUV, and Serena slides. She like goops through the space on the window and drips on the other side. And Sloth gets out on his side, and you see the entire SUV go get a little higher up on the ground. So Viridian Armature, you guys see them walking this way. Nemo, you too.
Do we have history with them? What is the...
Great question. So I first introduced these characters last session. Sloth is a bully. Battlecry is a popular kid who the rumor is that he's from a couple of rich folks in Halcyon City that paid for him to have powers, and he just benefits. He lets Sloth be his thug, effectively. Serena Slimeball, you guys should have some history with. If you remember her, she's been a background character. She's kind of a
she
sweet.
went on that field trip with us. And
Yep.
doesn't she have like that placeholder skull that she just sort of keeps?
Yes, she has a
So
placeholder
people
skull.
know what to look at when they're talking with her.
Yep.
I believe I wasn't in that session.
Okay.
Yeah. So none of this makes any damn sense to me. So,
sorry.
Sadly.
but if we're about to get into action, can we have a real bio before we do that?
Absolutely. It's 34 after. Let's take a 6-minute bio break, and at 40 after, we will pick things up. See you guys in a few.
Thank you.
Awesome. Thanks.
Do, 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 do. Hello.
So, am I the only one that looks at these character pictures and goes like, I haven't seen so like why dragon?
Wasn't that a vision that Seraph had?
Yep.
Oh. Some of these things I'm like, what? I don't remember this.
Yeah, just have a look. I don't know who El Espada is.
La Espada.
La Espada. Heldrake is the criminal person who kind of brought Nemo and...
I remember seeing, well, hearing about Heldrake from watching last week's.
Yeah.
But some of this like, what? Who's this? Cryptor? Like, huh? I don't remember Cryptor.
That was the person who was a superhero who was in jail in Spike, who Safia was with.
Oh, right. Okay, yeah.
Who's Fluff? I guess Fluff's JD.
Fluff is JD, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Oh, by the way, I have drives now, just in case.
Yeah,
you need to kiss someone, I think.
Make out with a teammate, reject someone who says I shouldn't be here, punch someone I probably shouldn't, and outperform an adult superhero. So.
You probably shouldn't punch me. That's a bad idea. I punch back.
Even small 5'5".
Yes.
Teen girls.
Especially because you're still my rival.
Oh yeah. Oops.
Cool. JD, you back?
No.
Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Welcome back, everybody. That was fun. I had to tug a little bit with GD. He's calmer now, so hopefully he won't be barking like a maniac. Battlecry Sloth and Selena Slimeball are making their way across the street. Imagine this is a very busy street that Dimitri lives on. I actually stuck it in the map. I've got an updated map in case you guys ever look there. You guys are in Southside, not far from Rocket Records. And yeah, they're walking across the street towards you, Sarah. If you clocked them, you know exactly what's going on. Atlas and Nemo and Nemo, Viridian, and Armature. You guys are currently in the garage, and Atlas, you can easily arrive on scene.
Yeah, I'll be arriving soonish, but while I'm still like putting on the last bit of spandex.
Grow a little bit. You're like, my muscles are too big for the spandex.
Well, I'll make the gesture that switches me to game face.
Oh, that's awesome. What does that panel look like for Neil becoming Viridian?
It's basically, I think it's a fairly simple gesture made with intention. There's a little bit of green light between his hands, and then when he takes them apart, it's like it's a fade transition on in PowerPoint, right? It's just sort of like the new outfit sort of superimposes itself, and the symbol on his forehead glows more than it usually does. I mean, more than day to day.
Viridian would use PowerPoint's fading to such a nerd.
PowerPoint. That's great. Love it. Good. What about Armature?
Well, I feel after everyone else is doing this like battle prep kind of kick-ass stuff, I think like all the tentacles that are kind of spare, just kind of forming belts and things for holding stuff, they kind of go into reinforcing my limbs. So suddenly some of them kind of bulk up a bit and look a little bit more imposing as my tiny frame. Yeah.
Nice. Sloth's the first to speak. And he says, what?
I wanted
I can really not hear you well at all, JD.
Hello? Hello? Can you hear me?
No.
What's going on? Alright.
Really underwater type sound.
Yeah, like you're making.
They're making no sound now. Oh,
Can
iPads.
you hear me now? Is that any
Nope.
Nope.
No.
Okay.
It's very like teacher
Yeah.
in Muppet Baby.
Softmire?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's better. Wow.
Whatever you did, write that down because that's great.
Oh, I think the battery on the headphones.
Ah.
So
Oh, that's
That explained it. Like it was already a bit muffled at the start. Now it's suddenly like.
Yeah.
yeah.
You sound like you did last week, actually. Now, it's the
Yeah,
best you
sounds much
sounded all
better
day.
than even the start of the session.
Okay. So Nemo is going to change into a different form for the battle, just because I don't think that they want to be immediately recognized.
As Spence.
Yeah, as Spencer. So I was considering the options, whether to change into an animal or a doppelganger of the big guy here. I don't. I think turning into a doppelganger of the big guy is going to be really funny.
All right, so kind of look like Atlas. That's great.
Yeah, just like a big imposing.
Sloth calls out, "Where's that guy? Spence! We need him. Send him out."
What do you need Spence for?
We gotta. He's trouble. You don't need trouble with you guys. We just want Spence. Send him out here. At the end of the driveway.
I think Atlas at that point arrives and goes like, "Huh?"
Atlas arrives, and then we have two Atlases.
I get like comms. Just silently, just through the comms, like shapeshifter. We forgot to mention.
No, I noticed with the bird thing.
I think that I like just go into the comms and I'm like, should I just go out there? What? I don't know what they want with me.
We have no idea why they know you're here and why they care.
Why me though?
He wants to feel strong and safe.
Well, if it's any consolation, this also overcomes. At least now they know Spencer is one of two people standing here right now.
Sloth punches the mailbox and snaps it in half. I didn't say take to a committee. I said send Spence out here.
All right, I'm going. Spencer just shrinks back into themselves and takes a deep breath and goes out. He's like, "Hi guys, what seems to be the problem?"
Battlecry says, "You need to come with us. We need you for something."
For what?
Sloth's like reaches out and he grabs you by the shoulder. He says, "Please."
I'm quickly following.
All right.
Nemo out.
They're like they seem desperate for my help, not like trying to attack me.
They haven't attacked you, but Sloth has just grabbed you by the shoulder real hard and squeezed in. Now you're a shapeshifter, so you could probably, work around that.
But... like, hey, no touching, and I kind of like slip out, and I'm like, okay, do you need my help for something? I'll go with you. Just
Battlecry thinks for a second. He says, "Yeah, we need your help real bad. Just get in the SUV, man. Come on, let's go." And he turns to you, starts walking back, and
For some reason,
Sloth's
I
like,
find myself not
Hold
quite
on.
believing you.
Yeah, you. Hey, wait. Is there-
Can you
There's a
tell me
move.
why you want?
I was gonna pierce the mask.
yeah,
Yeah.
why don't you do that, Atlas?
Let's see. Character sheets. Pierce the mask is mundane and. Oop. What? Oh, it's an 11.
Wow, an 11. That is pretty fantastic. Your mundane is a 0, so full hit
Yeah.
regardless. You get 3 questions.
I'm gonna start with what are you really planning?
They're going to kidnap Spence. They're just trying to do it the easy way, because evidently that was Battlecry's plan.
I mean, the weird thing is what he intends to do is the same thing. So that's
Sorry.
yeah. Suddenly, like this is just like we don't use that move a lot, and suddenly I'm going like, that's weird. Why is there?
It's Pierce the Mask is really good for complicated, subtle situations. These guys have like very defined objectives.
I mean, how could I get your character to not take offense?
So there's something that you notice as you're watching them, Atlas. Their expressions are more intense. Sloth just wants to be a punk. Like he really likes being a bully. He gets his jollies out of it. But he really cares about getting Spence out of here. It's not just a bully on him. Like there's something personal about this. And you don't really know Selena, but you get the feeling that she doesn't work with the L-teens, but she's here, and you can see she's like indicating like she's going to swallow up Spence if he starts trying to get out of this. Right. She's itching. You can see her little slimy tendrils itching and ready. And Battlecry is like, let's go to the SUV now. Let's get out of here.
I mean, shits and giggles, because I have a third question. How can I get influence over Sloth?
How can you get influence over Sloth? Beat him up.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, I think that Spencer is just gonna be like, yeah, no, I find myself not believing you, and like start sprouting wings and like flying.
Sweet.
Atlas steps up towards them like, you heard.
Nice. So here's the sequence of events. Nemo, you start to shift into wings. Selena just becomes this green slime wave, like a tidal wave, and collapses over top of you, and she's kind of holding you, or trying to hold you down. And then Atlas, you step out onto the pavement, and you see this. Are you trying to defend?
Oh yes, absolutely.
All right, let's see you do it. You defend someone or something from an immediate threat. Roll plus savior.
It's not great. That's a miss.
I'll say so.
Also, we haven't done the team.
Nope, you haven't done the team pool, so we should probably do that.
Time. Yeah.
All right. So first of all, you get XP, which in this game is potential. Way to go! That's good news. When you enter battle against a dangerous foe as a team, add 2 to the team pool. Already have the team pool on the map page, but we will just call it 2. At the beginning game, we started with 1, so you're currently at 3. Who is the leader right now?
Atlas?
Absolutely no one.
I feel like it's Atlas.
Yeah,
okay.
It feels.
Does the leader have influence over every teammate?
No, because I don't have
Okay.
influence over
Everyone have the same purpose in the fight.
Yeah.
keeping Nemo out of
Yeah.
their hands.
All right, that takes you up to 14. Does any team member mistrust the leader of the team?
No.
Don't mistrust Salas.
All right.
Same.
Is your team ill-prepared? I'm going to say you're not ill-prepared. Like, you're a little confused, but you got Seraph's heads up.
And
So
we're suited up and everything.
Exactly. You even have your suit on, which is so rare in this game. Except in this miniseries, it happens a lot. So you guys are at 4-team pool of 4. Does anyone want to help Atlas not fail?
Could I do that?
Yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, so I think that you have, Nemo dodging. You see them dodging the slime and Atlas like kind of dancing around Atlas as they try to block the slime.
Nice. You guys are doing a little tango.
Yeah.
So that will push you to a 7, which means you do not get that XP, but you do successfully defend. On a 7 to 9, it costs you. Expose yourself to danger, escalate the situation.
Yes. So I expose myself to danger, and I still get to choose a thing, or
Yes, you still get to choose. I just wanted the answer to the question. So you expose yourself to danger. I will deal that in a second. You can add a team to the pool, take influence over someone you protect, or clear a condition.
I'll take influence over.
All right. And you didn't have it before, correct?
Exactly.
Awesome. So now you have it. So here's the danger that you expose yourself to. You get backhanded by Sloth. As you come, he's like, "Hey, hands off!" A couple big haymaker type swats. And I'd like you to take a powerful blow, Atlas. This guy hits as hard as anyone you've ever fought.
Yes, finally. Challenge. Boop.
Oh no.
Oh man. Well, you didn't fail, which is the best thing on this one. But taking a powerful blow on a 7 to 9, you choose one. Lash out verbally, give ground, or struggle past the pain and mark 2 conditions.
I will give grounds.
Oh, nice. So you get clubbed back. You end up falling down to 1 knee. And Sloth is like, wow. Like for there's a moment where he's like, shit, I did that. He's feeling good.
And you see like Atlas holding his jaw and then looks eyes with Sloth like, oh, it's on.
Nice.
Can I roll my burn?
Yeah, go ahead and roll your burn to start charging up, but I want to check in with everybody else that's in the garage and kind of overwatching for next move, okay?
I think I would be like, ooh.
Yeah.
I was just planning on casting a bolt of sizzling green light at Sloth.
Nice. That sounds amazing. Just go ahead and directly engage the threat then.
Did it show up?
I have not seen it. Just now popped in.
Yeah. 8.
It's an 8.
That is an 8. That is really great. I like the 8. 8s are great. On 7 to 9, you pick one. Resist or avoid the blows. Take something from them. Create an opportunity for your allies. Impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I will create an opportunity.
Nice. So you hit Sloth in the back, and he stumbles back a half step, but his ankle twists a little bit at the area where he knocked over the mailbox, and he trips and he falls back onto his butt. And that means that he is no longer standing up over Nemo. So I'm going to check in with Armature, and then I'll check with Seraph. So what do we see Armature doing?
I think I would be calling into Seraph and like, I think we might need some help before this gets out of control.
Air sport.
And then I start jogging towards the chaos. I've got my eye on Battle Cry. Because what do we know what powers he has?
You do. He has sonic blasts, basically. He's Banshee. He's kind of Banshee-ish.
Okay.
Sorry.
I'm jogging forward, but kind of keeping Atlas as a kind of wall as I approach.
Nice. It's nice. You're obfuscating yourself with an
Yeah.
Atlas shaped.
He is on one knee, but you can still hide behind.
Yeah,
It's true.
I think I'm Wolverine height, so I'm still you on one knee, I'm well below that height.
Nice. Are you directly engaging a threat here?
Actually, yeah, I would like to one of my tendrils goes like along the ground quite low, between snaking between Atlas's legs to grab Battlecry by the ankle to like tug him, to like knock him onto his ass. So he's like,
Nice. That sounds
get that
awesome.
blast aimed up at the sky, not towards us.
Yeah, because he was about to unleash. So go ahead and roll plus danger.
An 8.
Okay. On a 7 to 9, you can resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, or impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I would surprise the opposition.
Sweet. So yeah, you grab him by his ankle, and that does surprise Battlecry. He's gonna let out a scream, and what that does is just kind of shoves everybody back about a good 3 to 4 feet. So Nemo, you were charging up your burn. You end up getting knocked over and roll a little bit. You've got all kinds of like Selena Slimeball. It's like you've been slimed, right? She's all over your body, coating a lot of your skin when you charge up that burn. Atlas, you actually were on a knee, so you get shoved back a little bit, end up falling back into Armature, and but nobody actually takes a powerful blow. It's just because we're all knocked back a good bit by Battlecry, and then he says, "Come on, we gotta go." And Sloth starts to stand up. Seraph, what are you doing?
Well, there's sort of a quick panel where my hand slides back out of the engine space of the SUV as I'm perched on top of it. And then I will fly to sort of hover over Spence and Selena.
Okay.
And try to use a few powerful wing beats to, like, I can't remember any brand name of like those hand dryers, but
like there's a I think there's a Dyson hand dryer.
Yeah. So it's just an air blade sort of effect, just to spray Selena off of Spence.
Oh, sweet. You're directly engaging a threat as well. Sorry, we keep hitting that move
Aren't
a
I
lot.
unleashing my powers?
You're unleashing your powers. That sounds even better. So let's have you do that. Yeah, I like that better.
Cool.
Oh, wait. Your freak is crazy good. Really? Is that right? You have a +4?
No, I have a +2. Why is it saying that it's a 4?
I guess because the die went off the actual screen, but I'm not worried about the 3D die effect. 3D die effect shows 2 2s, but
I see them. Yeah.
Yeah, I see the 2 2
4
as
and a 2.
well,
It's
but like
4 and a 2, but they show up as a 2 and a 2. It's
Yeah.
Being weird with the 3D dice.
Huh.
I've never
Either
seen
way.
it.
That's kind of weird. Hmm.
Okay, it's a mixed success. I'm going with what shows in the text chat because it shows the numbers, and that's what I
Yeah.
trust.
That's the correct ones, yeah.
Cool.
All right, so on a 7 to 9, you can either mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I think unstable or temporary is going to be my pick.
Nice. So you buffet your wings. They're like the dragon attacks, right? I just got to remember those. You do the wing buffet thing, and it blows a bunch of the slime off of Nemo. There is quite a bit that gets on Atlas's lower leg, and there, of course, she is now slimed across the concrete, so she's going to start trying to pull around your feet, Nemo, if you don't do something.
Oh yeah, he is. I am changing and flying up as fast as I can.
Sweet.
I have the I have burns that I can use. I have the move flare. I don't know if I need to do that, but
Yeah, I want you to do it.
okay. So I will spend that burn to use that flare.
Which one?
Move.
Okay, cool. So spend one burn to move any place you choose within the scene, breaking through or slipping past any barriers or restraints in your way. That sounds awesome. So with the help that Seraph had thrown your way, you're able to burst forward and fly up into the air.
Yeah. So Spencer Nemo is now an eagle again, like a hawk eagle thing.
Cool. So it looks like Battle Cry and Slimeball and Sloth are not going to have much success right now.
Yeah, I think I want to like dive down and try to directly engage someone.
Okay, so you fly up out of the way. You use your burn. I'm going to roll around to some other folks who will say you got a panel of you getting away from Selena Slimeball and Battle Cry. I'm going to slip around to Viridian because you snapped off that bolt of magical energy that sent Sloth to the ground.
I would. I feel like they're about to give up and run away. In my head,
you don't have to pierce the mask. That is 100%. They have failed their morale check.
I would like to prevent them from doing that because we have questions. So I'm going to. Sorry, I've got to get back to my bio. I would like to bind them together magically, basically sending out. Imagine if Green Lantern made a lasso.
That sounds so cool. Unleash your powers.
All right, I shall. Freak. There we go. That is a miss unless someone wants to help me.
You got 3 team pools. Somebody want to help?
I'm trying to think of how I could.
I mean, I even have a thing that lets me use a hold to help, but
I have
trying to imagine how. Because
Maybe pushing them a little
it's not
closer
my
together.
thing.
Actually, you know what? Let's just leave it as a miss. I'm okay with that. It probably won't send us to the mall.
I mean,
So
I could do something. I think like I could transform and I could use unleash my power to transform into an octopus or something. Or I also have snatch, which is a flare.
Let it happen.
Yeah.
let's just let the miss happen.
I want to see what Rich will do to us.
Sweet. First of all, you choose 4 flares, right? Did you mark those on your character sheet for Nemo?
I chose snatch, move, and oh shit, I forgot the first one. I chose 3 flares. Right?
Yeah, you get 3. Sorry,
Yeah, I chose moat, move, and snatch.
Awesome. If you can mark that up on your character sheet. I see them.
I did
Yay, you did. They're already
did.
there. Good job. Sorry about that. I missed them until just now. Okay, so here's what happens. You snap off. I'm kind of imagining. Tell me if I'm wrong for Viridian, but I'm imagining he does a lot of the complex hand gestures, like from the TV series Magicians kind of deal.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah. So you snap off that, and then the green energy comes around and it binds Battlecry and Sloth together. As that happens, you see another green glowing energy, like a line that just opens up in the air above the two of them. That is a different shade of green. Like I imagine yours is Viridian, right? It's like a nice rich green. This is a brighter, almost pale green, like an eggshell style of green. And that just, it's like somebody just ripped a hole in the sky. And it happens to be right in the area that you were flying back down into, Nemo. And you see a hand come through that little rift. It's like a thin hand, and they are reaching for you, Nemo, directly for you. What do you do?
I'm going to kind of pull up short and try to turn and avoid it.
Okay, I think you need to unleash your powers.
All right. All right, I got a 9. So
sweet. Okay, you can either mark a condition, or I will tell you how the effect is unstable or temporary.
I think I will.
Oh, you gonna push it?
I'm gonna push it.
Okay.
How? What's it look like?
Well, I'm already in the air, so they're flying to. I think I might just toss a little wind their way, sort of push them up into the side.
Nice.
Nice. So you dodge completely out of the way, and that pale green and the hand kind of snatches back, and the pale green starts to fade. Atlas, what are you doing right now? You got knocked onto your butt.
Yep. I'm sort of going like, as I got pushed back, I sort of ended up hanging onto a lamppost.
Okay.
Street light. And because I just took a new move after the last session.
Well, I gotta go look at this. I don't think I caught the new move. I'm excited now.
I took in a China shop.
Yes, that's right. You mentioned it. Yes, in a China shop.
And I will cause significant collateral damage to my environment. Choose an additional option for my directly engaged. I rip out that lamppost out of the street, like, and then just smack Sloth with that.
That sounds amazing. Directly engage the threat. Take a +1 because he is currently bound.
Awesome. Danger. 1. It's a 9.
Nice. A 9 is good. A 9 is good. Anybody pushing it up, or do we go with a 9?
I would like to push it up because I don't like Sloth very much.
Oh, nice. Okay, that takes you guys down to a 1 in team pool. But with that,
and I think what I do is I basically I yank Sloth and Battlecry into the path of the.
God, that's wicked. Yank them forward, they're like, and then we have that little baseball bat look with the street lamp, and you're gonna, Yeah, it's not street lamp +1. You get 2 choices on the list: resist or avoid their blows, take something from them, create an opportunity, impress, surprise, or frighten the opposition.
I think it makes sense to resist or avoid their blows, at least.
Yep.
Um, on one hand, I'm going like, well, take something from them could be take influence from them. But I think I'll impress, surprise, or frighten.
That sounds great. So I'm going to go ahead and you can mark this down. You have successfully earned Sloth's influence. You have influence over Sloth because you have defeated him in a fair fight in his head. And the blow that you deliver the 2 of them, Sloth, like he angles just a little bit to make sure the battle cry doesn't get liquefied, and you send them sailing. Like they fly.
Wait. I forgot. I mean, I did use in a China shop. I get a third option.
Oh, right. What's your third option?
I mean, the third one will be to create an opportunity for my allies as well.
Nice. So you send Sloth and Battlecry, who are still bound together. They go sailing over and they smash into the side of the SUV, which just I'm pretty sure the SUV probably may not have worked because of something that Seraph did, but they even know that that's not a viable getaway vehicle at this moment. So that opportunity is that their ability to escape is not great. Yeah, that's pretty nasty. Armature. Once you see the big Aaron Judgian blast from that's a baseball reference from Atlas, what are you doing, Armature?
Can I just like casually step around Atlas and be like, Selena, maybe we can just talk now?
You need to provoke her.
Okay. Oh, no, I'm in the wrong.
You're the brain. You're super superior always, all the time. Super high superior.
Yeah. Do I have a
influence
no,
over?
I don't
think
know.
you do.
Okay. Doesn't matter.
Nice.
Doesn't matter. Got a 10. She
slowly congeals around the skull, which had kind of fallen near the mailbox, the broken mailbox, and that green glow in the hand of your treaty, and it looks like it's starting to disappear, but it looks like Selena is giving up. Guess we're effectively going out of combat here unless people had any specific actions they wanted to take. All right. So that little green rift disappears. The hand is gone, and Selena is now slime ball. She's kind of drawn together like her little slime thing in the skull just slowly rotates to look at you guys. Battlecry is knocked out. Sloth is groaning in pain as he lays in the wreckage of the SUV. What do you do?
I just step forward. Still, like a busted street light still in my hands. Just go like, what's the deal? Why Nemo?
Selena says, Coral wanted me to help. She's my best friend. I didn't know that they would get violent. Sorry.
Wait. I mean...
Where'd you meet Cole? I say as I land.
The skull kind of turns up and regards you. We've been friends for forever. We grew up together in the same block.
Nemo is landed and shifted back into themselves, and they kind of say, "She's in trouble. It's bad."
So, Nemo, you have known Cora before she became Coral Corruption.
Hmm.
She was not friends with Selena Slimeball. She didn't even know Selena Slimeball.
Okay, so in that case, yeah, then I didn't know if that was true or not, so I didn't want to.
That's why I wanted to clarify it.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, he's like, sorry, they're like, no, I was dating Cora, and she didn't mention that she was friends with you.
That's not possible. We've been friends. She would talk about me. We're friends. She warbles a little bit, like somebody slapped some jello.
Can I pierce the mask?
Absolutely.
All right.
Cool. While you're queuing up the dice, Dimitri comes out and he's like, "Oh my god, my yard! Oh, dude! Oh man!" And there's this like huge hole where the street lamp was in the front part of his yard. The mailbox is broken off. There's smoke coming up from the SUV.
I got a failure.
Oh, that's a 5. And you guys only have one team pool, so that is definitely a miss. You get to mark
XP,
potential. Yeah. In this game, they call it XP potential.
Mm-hmm.
And on a fail, I think that yeah. So here's what happens. You reach forward, you're trying to pay attention to Selena, reach out to her, explain to her that something's not right. And then the ground underneath you gives way. Just and before you can adjust your sense of balance, you see a green light above you disappear, and you are in something dark and moving. It sounds like the back of a car.
Oh.
So, Armature, Atlas, Viridian, and Seraph, as the 4 of you are there on at the yard, Nemo just disappeared.
I look straight towards Viridian. Magic?
Probably just technology we don't understand yet.
Oh, shut up.
The handprint light came back, and we don't have to cordon it off into magic or not magic. However, let's try and trace that magic.
I will attempt to trace the magic.
You do that.
Unleash your powers.
Meanwhile, I'll just run around and try and find him.
What? Do you like just... You're literally running off and jumping into the sky.
Let him feel like he's doing something. And frankly, if we find something out, maybe he'll be closer to the action than we are at the time.
Fine. Okay.
That was an 11.
Damn.
Wow.
It was. We see it. It's weird that
it's actually the dice that we...
Afterwards, it tells us, like, Paul tried to make a roll, but it was not received. And like, right there.
It's because of your familiarity with teleportation yourself. This is similar, but is not the style of magic, right? It's something weird. Someone opened a rift that allows the type of travel that you're used to, and it doesn't go far. So you believe that this is within a football field distance of wherever this opened up. Wherever the other side of the hole is within a football field from here.
Seraph, can you go up and see if you see Nemo or any suspicious looking activity? It should be within the 50, 60 yards one direction or the other.
Got it. And I like look to Selena for a moment, and I'm just like, because we heard about Cora's power set, right?
Yeah, you have.
Listen, we don't have much time, but Cora's a memory manipulator. And then I'll take off into the air.
Oh man, and you just hear this soft sound of like, no, my friend. Cool. You take off into the air, and we will cut to Nemo as you are in darkness. The voice you hear in your head. Stop resisting. The two of you will be reunited, and your fate will be fulfilled. Follow your destiny, Nemo. Stop running.
Oh my god. All right. This is bad. And Nemo just starts looking around and starts like trying to get smaller and smaller and trying to see if they can like get, you know, into a very, very tiny insect and like crawl out of some kind of space, you know, in the door of the van or anything. Is there any kind of crawl space or anything?
Why don't you unleash your powers to try to escape from this situation?
I shall. I got a 9.
Oh, Pat, do you want to mark a condition? Or shall I tell you how this is temporary?
Sure. I think I am going to mark. What makes sense here? Angry. I think he's. Yeah, I think Spencer's getting a little annoyed and angry at all of this. Frustrated.
Okay. Cool. So Atlas and Seraph, both of you catch sight of a white panel van that is, we say it's like, it's a white panel van that has the markings of a local cable company. We'll call it, I don't know, it's like Conway Cable. And it's zipping away pretty quick. Atlas, you spot it from your bounds, and Seraph, you see it from ahead. From above, not ahead.
Right.
Above.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna buzz them and see if I can get a look at who's driving. And if it's somebody remotely suspicious looking, I'm gonna stop the van.
Cool. So you would imagine that some way from Conway Cable will probably dressed as a, a person that works for that particular, like in some kind of jumpsuit or business
Coveralls
or
or
something.
yeah.
You see this girl right here wearing the green hoodie, and you actually recognize her from school. Her name is Daniela. It's Daniela Santana.
Oh, well, she'd better meet me at the corner of whatever and whatever for an ass kicking.
Yeah, I think as this happens, you see a bug kind of that gets bigger and bigger as it gets outside of the van and it transforms into kind of the hawk in the air.
Okay.
The hawk or eagle, or
Yeah.
you kind of flip between the two of hawk and eagle?
I think, yeah, I think hawk. Hawk is better.
Cool. Yeah, Atlas, you probably like land right near the hawk. You recognize it as Nemo Hawk.
Very big. Can I like I'll still try to stop the van?
Oh yeah, that sounds amazing. Seraph, you see Atlas kind of bounding ahead and trying to stop this van. Are you gonna let him cause that crazy destruction with that bull in a china shop fun?
Well, this is the part in the meeting where a few minutes after I say I'm going to do something, a dude comes along and says the same thing.
Oh, that's right. You I'm sorry, I misunderstood. So I thought you were just talking smack. So you're going to try to stop the van, Seraph.
Yeah.
Cool. So Atlas, you see Nemo Hawk, Seraph. How are you planning on stopping the van? Because you're right. I just misunderstood what you said.
So I think I'm just going to fly ahead of it and like latch on near the front and try to tip it onto its side and then control its stop as it skids down the street.
That sounds amazing. You must be pretty strong to pull.
Like I said, she's got the full Spider-Man business. So
nice.
So
nice.
Anything you can imagine Spidey doing is something Seraph's capable of.
That is really cool.
Except
let's have you unleash your powers then.
Cool.
Boom.
Nailed it.
Nice. It goes exactly as you planned. You jump down, you twist it over, guide it. I'm imagining it like goes over a fire hydrant so we can have water spraying. Is that cool? Is that within your 10? Do you mind?
It's fine. It's so visual. Come on.
Yes. Yay. Cool. So
do you want to be in a china shop? I mean,
no, you get to keep that. That's all you.
It's the bakery beside the china shop. You go over the fire hydrant, and it shoots up water, and the things, a couple of the wheels are still rotating there. We're going to cut back to Armature and Viridian as both of your other two T-Bays took off trying to find Nemo.
I think I would be on the comms like, maybe it's not this just as they've left, it's a bit after, like, guys, information, what's going on?
Nice. And what's going on with Viridian?
And I'm pacing, by the way.
Well, if Armature is doing that and I don't hear anything that requires me immediately on the comms, I quickly look up a number on my phone and text it to Dimitri. Say, this is the service that takes care of our lawn. Just tell them it's for Anil. And they'll fix up the damage.
Oh. Okay, cool. Can they do it before my parents get home?
Go ahead and call him, and let's see what happens.
He can come over and he kind of gives you like a thanks, Anil, and gives you a quick little side hug, and then he's on the phone immediately. Hello?
And otherwise, all right, so we have determined that Coral sent them and that she messed with their heads, at least with Selena's.
We really don't want that happening to us. I look over to those half. Are they fully unconscious, or are they?
I think Sloth is kind of just still dazed. Battlecry's out, like he's KO'd. He may have a concussion, but Sloth's just groaning and will be up at some point, but is mostly out of it.
I look over to Sloth and then kind of look to Viridian like, I think we need to figure out how this memory manipulation is happening, because I don't want my mind messed with.
Neither do I.
one of my arm reaches out and like the tentacles kind of go towards Sloth and start like just like almost like suction cupping to like the side of his head and like a starting to analyze his brain.
Nice.
I will let Armature have the first go at that.
Yeah, that's not terrifying. Good call there, Viridian. It's definitely who you want doing this. Do we think you're piercing the mask here?
Could actually be piercing the mask, yeah.
It could be. I was trying to see if there were any particular brain moves that you might be hitting, but I don't think so.
Try to pierce the mask?
Yeah.
Okay.
Somebody made you more mundane, so you got a shot.
Yeah, I got an 8.
Nice. On a 7 to 9, you get to ask one question.
Okay.
I'll be pretty broad with the answer because of the situation.
How could I get your brain to reveal the answer to how you are manipulated?
Okay.
That's stretching it, I know.
Yeah, it's stretching a little bit. How do I figure out how they were manipulated? Because, and I'm going to kind of speak a little bit on it, because Rich, sometimes get nervous, like we dance towards X card territory with a whole lot of memory manipulation and mind control. I'm going to make solving this relatively easy, if everybody's okay with that. Like solving for this, preventing this, and being able to identify it, because otherwise you get in some Jessica Jones territory that makes me a little sick to my stomach.
And me. A lot sick to my stomach.
Yeah. That's why I wanted to kind of caveat a little bit. So what you discover, Armature, is that there are several ways that you can work on someone's brainwave patterns. You can read when someone's memory has been manipulated in this particular fashion. Like what Coral Corruption does is obvious if you know to look for it.
I could scan somebody now and
you could
see the signs of manipulation.
Yeah. And then Viridian, you're aware of cantrips and other ways that you could protect the group from future memory manipulations.
I will spend some time in the workshop and make some talismans.
Ooh, nice. I like that. I like that a lot. Sweet. So we're going to jump back to Atlas with Nemo, Hawk, and Seraph. So Seraph, you've knocked over the van. Daniela, she was there. She actually had her seatbelt on. But she did slam into the steering wheel before the airbag went off, and she didn't go through anything. And what are you doing once all this happens, Seraph?
Making sure that Daniela's okay. Getting the door open, even if that means pulling it entirely off the van.
You totally do that because it looks amazing.
Mm-hmm. And getting her out of the van.
Okay, cool. She's dazed. There's of course the burns on the sides of her face from the airbag. Right, it activates so fast that's just cost of doing business, but it saves you a lot. And you see that she has. I'm gonna screen share to show the picture real quick of the thing that she's clasping in her hand. It is Rich needs to go here. I think I'll show you the pick from the deck of villainy.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, so she's got that
sword thing.
Yeah, she's got that, and it is not currently active, but she holds that close.
Does she look ready to fight?
No.
She's dazed, so no.
She looked like somebody just punched her in the nose.
And
got it.
You say it's not activated. Is it just like the handle at the moment?
Yeah, she's just got the handle, and then it's like a little like an amulet type thing that she has it clutched in her hand.
Because if there was a blade, I think Atlas would have certainly had a blade in his hand as well.
Oh yeah, he would have, and that would have been amazing. But yeah, there's no current blade because somebody happened to crash the van she was in. So Atlas and Nemo, the two of you see Seraph helping this girl out. You both like Atlas. You vaguely recognize. Like she looks kind of familiar, but you know her, Nemo, from Hope Prep.
Yeah, I think Nemo lands as well and starts shifting back.
Do we want to kind of maybe turn the page and you guys are all gathered together somewhere? Is that good?
Yeah.
That sounds good.
Sweet. All right, so we turn the page, and Daniela is here as well as what did you guys do vis-a-vis Battle Cry and Sloth? And Selena's not fighting anybody anymore. Yeah, you guys eating the pizzas finally arrived.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna kind of insert that when Unyon Kim went to get it, Elizabeth went with them because Elizabeth didn't interact in the fight, and she definitely would have at least thrown things at people who were hurting Seraph. Drumstick or something. Cool. So you guys are all eating pizza in the garage, and there's a van out front of the damage control type guys. They're already working on fixing up the yard and the concrete. And there's no parents here, so you guys have. Do you have Sloth? Like, how have you captured him? I guess I'm not debating it. I just want to know: have you like wrapped a signpost around him, or what?
My inclination is to say that if Sloth is not actively, if he will give his parole, then I don't think he has to be bound. But that depends entirely on everybody else's thinking.
I mean, is Selena showing still signs of being under control? Being manipulated.
She still seems she's questioning the memory thing.
Rich.
Yes.
So I have memory manipulation powers.
Okay.
So assumedly I could also fix.
Okay. So we'll say that it's fixed, that you were able to unleash your powers.
I was able to do that, sure.
Okay. Cool.
Probably also for La Espada.
Yeah.
All right. La Espada, you find... Hold on just a second. La Espada's memory has not been manipulated.
Oh.
You realize.
Yeah. Okay. Nemo's just like, nope, she's good. She was acting of her own accord.
That means bad.
Then
so I'm assuming all of this power stuff. Do you think that it would count as overexerting my power?
Why, yes, I think so. You've been overexerted. You've been knocked around. Mark that doom track.
So sure.
So shall we answer the question of what the group actually wants to do with Sloth at the moment?
Yeah.
Coming back to it, I have offered my opinion, but
I think I want to know what he thought he was doing.
Are we first question? Are we restraining him, or is he sitting?
That depends on what he's doing. I mean,
I think I would just be giving him a stern look to make sure.
if he's come by the time Atlas comes back and he's acting up, Atlas is going to wrap that light post around him, just like.
Before Atlas wrapped the signpost around him, would he have given Sloth a stern look?
No, not even.
No, you just do the signpost.
No, because like there's still the respect of that left hook that gave Atlas like a bit of a whoa. So there's like we should arm wrestle sometime, basically. But he's not saying that. But there's like that look.
Nice. Yeah. So Sloth probably is excited that you've wrapped a signpost around him because that means he's still a threat.
Also, it's classic.
Yeah. It's totally. Yeah.
It's just like when so and so did it back in the 80s.
Yep. So Kirby, I love it. What about Battle Cry? How is he secured?
I did do that thing with the bubble, the kind of sound proof bubble once.
Oh, there you go. If that's what you want to do here, that's fine.
Yeah. And I've got it doing, automated captions, so he can see what everyone's saying.
Nice.
I love it. So, out of character, is there anything we actually still need to learn from these people? We know who sent them. We know how she sent them.
Well, where?
We know why
Where
she
did
sent
they
them.
encounter her? Maybe.
Yeah, we need to know what she looks like right now.
Well, I mean, Nemo knows what she looks like, but yeah,
We need to know what she looks like right now, because if she can conceal herself
Is
at
she
all,
a shape changer?
we don't know.
Oh, she cannot change her form.
So, other than that, we need like our battle cry and sloth also memory manipulated.
Probably
Yes.
just battle cry. I mean,
No,
But-
we determined that the way she did the memory manipulation by scanning Sloth. So Sloth was definitely manipulated.
He was.
cool. So
That doesn't explain yet why.
Why? Of course it explains. We already know why.
Yeah.
No. Why
So-
La Espada is helping her, because she was not manipulated.
probably money.
All right. Do you guys want to have a conversation with Daniela then?
Sure.
I'm a little curious about like where our high school cohorts encountered Cora. But other than that, yeah, I think that Daniela is probably the more interesting conversation.
Yeah.
All right. So, who's the point person for having this conversation with Daniela?
I think it should be Seraph personally, but
We can all stand behind, arms folded, looking stern.
That sounds good.
I want to be standing beside Atlas, being stern and.
So
mean
what's
face.
Daniela like in school, just so I know?
She's a good student.
Uh-huh.
She works hard. She's studious. She pays attention. She makes good grades. She's like a B and A student. That if she didn't put forth the amount of effort, she'd probably be a C student. And you also know that Daniela is she's a single parent home. It's her mother and two brothers. Her younger brother is in and out of the hospital with various illnesses, and you would guess that that's got to be pretty rough on their family.
Sure. So I'll just be there and watching her come to and be like, the first startles.
And you're
The fight's
Seraph?
over.
So you're
And
Seraph?
I'm Seraph right now, yeah. Listen, what can we do for you? Because I know that it's never normal or easy to deal with what's just happened and what led up to it.
I mean, you can let me go. She gives a half smile, like she knows that's the terrible idea that you're not going to do.
I'm interested in that. But that doesn't solve your problem or my problem.
Right. Well, this was a job. It was a snatch job. And I was supposed to grab Nemo and get him back to the person who hired me. I wasn't working with these yahoos, which kind of indicates Battlecry and Sloth. They were just a distraction for me.
Were you sent by yeah, I think wide like was she sent by the villain that he was working with? Shoot, what was her name again?
Heldrake?
Heldrake.
Ayushi?
Yes. Were you sent by Heldrake?
I'm not supposed to reveal my employer. She's just kind of giving a line that she's probably seen on a bunch of movies. Like, professionals don't tell who they work for.
I suggest you do. And I sort of like crack my knuckles.
No, you're worst cop.
I guess it's provoking.
I think so. Yeah, what you provoke.
Do it.
Although Seraph, I think, is definitely probably helping here. So if you need that kick in.
I don't know.
Oh, needed.
Look at that.
What do you know? Yeah. It was Heldrake. Dayushi hired me to do this.
I've been trying to find her.
Oh, it's not so hard. If she wants you to be finding her. You guys let me go. I can let you know where she is. I'll never work for her again, obviously, but, well.
There are better employers and there's better work out there.
I can attest to that.
I'm not a do-getter. I don't know how you guys pull it off. It doesn't pay. I got stuff to take care of.
Long term, the interest on the payments you get aren't going to be worth it.
The risk involved. I mean, what happened to me on this, working for her? You don't want none of it. There's other jobs, doesn't even need to be do-gooding, that'll pay, that'll not give you half as much trouble.
Oh, well, I mean, I just rolled on her, so I'm pretty sure I'll never be working for Heldrake again. Yeah. I just hope she doesn't send anybody after me.
Transcendence Crusaders make decent amount of money.
Seraph does actually chuckle derisively.
I mean, look at their tower.
I mean, I'm not going to lie, it does look pretty great. I have like their lunchbox.
They have scholarships and intern programs. Sorry, Paul. You're muted.
Am I still muted?
No,
not now.
I said literally the same thing you said.
That's awesome.
I thought so, yeah.
Well then, let's retcon it. I said they have scholarships, and then you were like, and internship programs.
I love it. I love it.
Good.
1-2 punch.
Wow, you guys make a hard sell for the Transcendent Crusaders.
Yeah, they're great.
I mean,
I don't like them, but they do have money.
Okay. What do they say? Take it under advisement or whatever.
Actually, if you are serious, talk to me about it. And I'll give her my Seraph only phone number / email address / whatever. And we need to talk first. But it could be cool.
She seems seriously considering it now. There's just something about this conversation where she says, okay, am I free to go?
I look around, see if anybody has more questions.
Atlas just shrugs.
So long as you say
Atlas
they're
shrugs.
Dayushi.
Oh,
I've been
God.
waiting 7 game sessions to hear that joke.
I didn't even mean to.
That is so perfect.
Ah.
And the fact that you didn't mean to.
Brilliant, my friends.
Oh, so bad. No, I think that's it.
Can I just say that without asking anyone or telling anyone, I kind of, as she leaves, I kind of release a little drone.
Oh yeah, but wait, but I mean, she tells us where Dayushi is, right?
Yeah, sure. She'll tell you.
Great.
And she just writes down a little address or something on the pizza box. And then Elizabeth says, here you go. Hands her a slice of pizza. She takes a bite. Looks at you, Armature, and says, I really was looking forward to pulling one over on you.
I kind of just
I mean, just seeing you at school and knowing that I'd kidnapped Nemo would have been really awesome.
You almost worked. What you should have done was made sure that it was airtight in the truck, because I'm a shapeshifter, so different sizes.
Nemo,
don't
yeah.
give
Don't
her.
Nemo, shut it right now. And by it, I mean your mouth.
And so La Espada takes off.
Every once in a while, he goes like, Nemo, shut the hell up.
Yeah.
She's still eating her green pepper and mushroom pizza and chuckling to herself as La Espada takes off.
As she's leaving, can she kind of just like slap her neck, like, ow, a bug bit me?
Yeah. She's like slapped. Doesn't realize that the drone's on her, and then she summons an Uber with the app and takes off.
I'm looking kind of smug.
Cool. Anything more you guys want to do in this scene? If not, we'll bring the session to a close.
Just out of character. So we know that Coral sent the two thugs and Selena.
Yeah.
But somebody else sent La Espada?
Yeah.
Dayushi did.
Who Nemo and Coral worked for.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she said that the thugs were a distraction for her.
Right.
Well, I mean, they were.
She used them as a distraction. That they were just.
So either Coral's working with Dayushi again, or Dayushi is acting perpendicularly to Coral, but knows what Coral is up to.
Mm.
Yeah, I could see either.
Okay.
Like she just took advantage of the chaos, maybe.
Okay. I was hoping it would be simple. I'm done.
Okay, so that will bring this issue to a close. We have a last page there of Helldrake, Dai Ushi. We have a cool picture of her here on our list of personages of note. There's Helldrake. We'll make it a little bit bigger so you can see that. Dai Ushi, as she is seated at a high back leather chair. There's a fireplace that's lighting her face, and she's a brandy snifter in her left hand, and we see the little bronze talons that she wears over her fingers. And you hear a voice. It's not coming from her. It's like a word balloon of someone off out of the panel, and says, "I told you that it wouldn't work, Dayushi." And she slowly takes a sip and says, "That was only step one, Justinian." And that will be the end of today's issue.
I hate you.
I love you.
Wait, so what was the name you said at the end?
My father's name.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
that makes sense.
It does it though.
Yes, life is difficult. In my headcanon,
Mhm.
those of us that aren't Nemo in the next session will have had an argument about protocols for bringing people into the group.
The argument will have concluded, right?
But there may still be some feelings.
Okay.
It's just in my headcanon. We don't have to reveal where anyone came down on the subject.
I don't know why that tickles me as much as it does, but that's pretty funny.
But there will be resentment. Good.
Awesome. That will end our session. Let's do our end of session questions. We will start with Alex for armature. Sorry, I don't know why I spaced on your character's name. I apologize. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team? And then you have a question as well.
Yeah.
You have a...
Yes, I do. Close. Yeah. I feel we had a problem and we started to deal with the problem. And I'm trying to decide who. Trying to choose a specific person. I'll just go Seraph. I'm struggling to choose a specific person for that. No, Seraph, yeah.
Okay.
So, Seraph, you get influence. Did you already have influence?
I
think
sure
so.
did.
Oh, you get to move one of Armature's labels up and another one down.
All right. I think I'm gonna bump her freak down and her superior up.
Yay, more superior.
Superior up, freak down.
I'm just a focus assisting pal like that.
Nice. And then you have a brain-related thing.
I do. And that is that. Yeah. Did I take steps to make amends for my shame?
Oh.
Yeah. I was busy.
Yes.
You have to, if the answer is no, give influence to one of your teammates.
Is anyone not got influence over me?
Let me check.
I think I do.
I think I do. Yeah.
Yeah.
It appears
I
that
do.
Viridian
Wait.
does.
I don't anymore, apparently.
You can have influence.
I think you took it away for some reason. Thank you.
There you go.
Sweet. Next will be JD Nemo. Did you grow closer to the team, grow into your own image of yourself, or grow away from the team?
I think I definitely grew closer to the team.
They did fight to save your bacon. I think that
They
makes
did.
sense.
It was super sweet.
And then who made you feel welcome?
Totally
I think it'd be hilarious if Nemo felt like Viridian made them feel more welcome, but you choose whomever you wish.
I think it was I think it was Seraph. So,
All right.
Seraph, you get to choose my labels.
I do. I think I'm gonna nudge your savior down and your freak up.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. And then you have some questions to ask, or one question. as a doomed.
Oh, yeah, I do, don't I?
I've got it. I'll drop it into the. Oh, you wouldn't be
Did
able to see that because you're on an iPad.
Did I make any headway, right?
Did you make any progress on defeating your nemesis?
Yeah, I mean,
You got some allies, I guess.
I think that's debatable, but I would side with yes.
Yeah, you got some allies. They are now empowered with some information about the memory manipulation. So I would say yes.
Okay, and that
And
means
you didn't get captured, so there's that.
okay, and so wait,
You mark potential.
I mark potential. All right, good.
Awesome. So now, Atlas, shrug yourself on over here. I get to make it all the time now. I've been sitting on it, guys. 7 sessions. Did you grow closer to the team? Go ahead.
And now it's suddenly, yeah. I think I grew into myself, especially because after that rumble with Sloth, I was more focused on the fight with him than thinking about what the team was about.
Okay, cool. You get to shift one label up and another down.
I will shift up my danger and down my savior.
All right. Cool. Then we now go to Jen for Seraph.
All right. Well, I definitely didn't grow away from the team because that would be silly. But yeah, I think I grew closer to the team, and I think I'm gonna hand my influence over to Nemo.
Aw, nice.
Yay! All right.
Cool. And then you also can clear a condition or mark potential. I don't think you have any conditions.
Yep, mark potential. Boink.
All right. And last but not least, we have Paul with Viridian.
I think I am going to go with closer to the team.
Cool.
For
who made you feel
a very specific, well, the main reason is that someone came to us for help and we helped. And the person, regardless of Viridian thinking we should have protocols for discussing things, the person that brought the person that needed help was Armature. So I'm going to give Armature influence.
Nice. Did she have it already?
I do. So I get to do some
label shifting.
Label shifting. That's Viridian. I'd like to bring his superior up. Danger down.
Danger down.
We had a little bit of our problem-solving discussion when it was just us. So
yep,
that feels. I think Armature definitely sees him as the other person to, discuss strategy and things with. Not the other ones are dumb or anything, but just, the more scholarly end of the spectrum.
I super enjoyed the two of you working together there. That was pretty fun. Definitely a highlight for me. Good. So let's take a moment. Game over, and think about roses and thorns, and then you guys can all go about your day or your evening, as the time zone may be. Who would like to go first with thorns? Thorns are, critical feedback, things that I could improve on, or we as a group could work on to make the game more fun for you.
I was super sleepy today.
Yeah, I have
You
to
pulled
agree.
through.
I was kind of tired as well, coming off of the double shift.
I wasn't fully woken up when we started, but I think before the first bio break, I snapped in.
I have a self thorn, which is I wish that I had had the brain space to watch last week's issue, so that I wasn't confused for 3/4 of the session.
I feel like that's something I should work on then. I'm sorry that I didn't do a good job of bringing you up to speed. I apologize for that.
It's all right. And my other thorn is that there's no more Jan, right?
No more yawn this
Well, I
year.
think-
This is the last yawn this year.
But I think I'm only missing one session.
I thought you said you could only make the 9th. Can you make the 23rd and the 30th?
Oh, well, I mean, those are not in my calendar as because the other ones are like the 16th is a one that is on my calendar as in you can make it for this one, but the other ones are not even in my calendar. So
I'm sorry. I understood from a chat conversation that you could only make the 9th. So I'll invite you right now.
No. I'm well, the 23rd is a maybe.
Okay, I'll go ahead and invite you so you can stick it on your calendar, and if you can't make it, just give me a heads up.
The 30th is definitely a no.
Okay, cool. So then we were close. It was just the 16th or the 23rd. I hadn't invited you, but now there's one out there for it on Google Plus, as it still stays with us. I'm trying to migrate everything to Google Calendar. So in 2019, that's where all of our invites will be coming from, which makes me sad because I liked Google Plus events because they had the pretty banners. But that's fine. Google doesn't care about what I want anymore.
Sounds like a thorn from Rich.
It's a thorn from me to the Google. But still, all the stuff that I have used up to this point has been free and worthwhile. Let's now go do. So we got some any other thorns that are out there? We kind of popcorn the thorns. We've never done that before. It was pretty exciting.
Yeah, it was a thrill. No fireside chat.
What is the fireside chat? I saw that.
Fireside chat's a move that I bought after the end of last session.
Oh, I'm sorry. I screwed up.
I didn't know.
I saw you mention it, but in the
I saw it in the chat, but I didn't see it until. So what's fireside chat?
Yeah, and I talked about it with you yesterday.
Oh God, you're right. You did. That's what you did with fireside chat. Okay, yes, you did, and I didn't use it. We're gonna lead off with it.
Okay.
Next session. That is what I'm doing.
All right.
And I apologize.
That is cool. That gives us time to think about a little other fictional scaffolding stuff and come up with something that seems in theme.
Yeah, and it can even involve events from this session, which is cool, if you so want it to be. Yes, we 100%. That's how we'll lead off next session. I'm writing it down. So there's.
Sorry, roommate stuff. What did I miss?
Nothing. We're just doing thorns. Did you have any thorns from the session, JD?
No, I mean, I had a lot of fun. I'm trying to think of anything. I wish maybe a little bit more, like time, kind of, with. I kind of wanted a bit more time to chat with people, like, character interaction stuff, because a lot of it was just kind of the fight, and that would be the only thing for me, is because I know that everybody's not going to be there, so
Okay. Yeah, we'll try to focus that for that going forward. Yeah, it felt like we had a whole lot of dragging parts early on because there was some like repetition of exposition, and it felt like the game was dragging a little bit. So I punched it up with inserting something in, and maybe I could have timed it out a little bit better. Cool. It seemed like we petered out on thorns. Anybody have any unspoken
got some.
thorns? Yeah, Jan, what's up?
First of all, my biggest one is not going to be able to make next week.
Yeah, you took mine.
That sucks. I'm also like, and I think this is because we just played a long series of most of the week. XP is so much slower in this game than most of the week, which is sometimes frustrating because you're going like, oh, I want to move towards this move. I didn't make any XP this session because no failed moves and no didn't feel like I grew close to the team, and it's like,
Something to think about. I think that's important. I'll have to get some thinks on that. Cool. Thank you.
Like if you fail a lot of moves, you can go really quickly sometimes, and then
Yeah, Nemo kind of leveled up in one session.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Oh yeah, I'm almost to my next advance because I took the potential for the growing closer.
Yeah, I
One
got
more.
I got nothing this session, so it's like,
You need to do more things you're bad at.
That sucks, and then you're going to miss another session.
I only rolled 2 or 3 times, and then I had one fail, but that got pushed into a success, and yeah. And then it's like, especially because it's because it takes 5 XP to like to have an entire session of nothing is like,
Cool. I will try to be mindful of other potential opportunities. I think there's some in Provoke. Nope, that's Team to the Pool. Huh.
yeah. I think it could just be that it's a slower game, but I think because of the speed at which you gain XP in Monster of the Week, that this suddenly felt the system feels more sluggish as in experience game.
Yeah, I'm looking at basic moves, just trying to see if there's something I missed. And there's the end of session, there's comforter support, and then missing on take a powerful blow, which is just miss.
Yeah,
and there you go. That's how you get your potential. Okay, it's I hadn't realized that if you don't fail a lot of rolls, which means I've got to call for more rolls. I need to make you roll more dice so you can fail more. Thank you, Jan. Anything else? Good with
I have a self thorn, if no one else has anything. Yep. Second session in a row where I pushed myself for going for the drives. I feel I could have probably punched someone I probably shouldn't in this session.
Oh yeah, I think we should call those out at the beginning of the session just so everybody knows.
Yeah, I mean, I did kind of think of them, but I was just I don't know, just struggled to find a situation to push those.
Drives are real good, so if you've got to force them, I think you should do it.
Exactly.
I completely agree.
That is something I will force next session.
Any other thorns? Roses. I don't know if we should popcorn this one, so I'm going to call on people. Who wants to go first?
That's not calling on people.
I know, JD.
All right. Well, Rich, As always, you were kind of brilliant.
Thank you.
I think one of the things that I really enjoyed in this session was the characterization of each and every one of the people that we were fighting. You know, they were all different, and I thought that was really fun. And then the twist at the end was good. Like,
Yay! Thank you, JD. Alex, what about you? You are talking on mute.
I was going to say I really liked Seraph's taking down of the van.
Yeah, that was so good.
that was badass.
That was my of the action moments and stuff. That was my favorite.
Yeah, I'm really, really glad for that.
Though I also really like the taking the blow from Sloth and the he went down to one knee.
That was
That
so
must
cool.
have been a serious blow. I quite like that as well.
Thank you. Paul, what roses did you have?
I like Nemo's concept, and I look forward to learning more about the character as character. I think Selena Slimeball is one of my favorite things.
Yeah.
With that skull, that I like that, and I am absolutely certain that I haven't been in a session that she appeared in.
Okay.
So that was my first time, and I liked that. And I too welcome our new, not new, but welcome the fact that we're seeing more to Seraph than flying, because I loved the badassedness of the and Jen reminding us Spider-Man with wings. So
yeah,
Webs, not wings. Oh, wings, not webs.
Wings, not webs.
Yeah.
Big wing energy.
Cool. Jen, since you're already talking, what did you have for us?
I thought that the fights were pretty dynamic and that the stakes were pretty good. I too like Serena Slimeball. Yeah. And it's fun to see our lives at Hope High kind of spill in a little bit. I think it was fun to see things connect back and forth. That was cool. I liked Atlas's "he can punch hard." Neat.
That was great.
That was great.
I liked the interplay with Atlas for me, like when I doppelganged into him and then switched. I had fun with hiding behind him too. Like,
yeah. Gosh, what other roses do I have here? The continuing headbutting between Viridian and Armature is funny. I like it. I had Seraph insert herself between them a little bit, but as Jen, I'm totally here for it. And yeah, no, if I had not, if Sloth hadn't been knocked into the SUV and they'd grabbed Spencer and taken them away, I was definitely going to try Tangled Web out for size. and be like, oh, well, yeah, but 2 minutes ago I phased my hand into the engine block and pulled their fuel cord, so they're not going to get very far.
Oh man, I couldn't think, like I honestly couldn't think of any other creating opportunity other than that thing. And I
No, it's
felt
cool.
guilty from the moment it exited my mouth. I'm like, I just ruined a setup for a super cool thing. In fact, I even started indicating earlier these guys are going to run away just because I have a feeling that it's going to be awesome. But things just didn't. Yeah, you guys were too good. You guys were too successful. Damn it! Stop rolling so goods.
Okay. Other cool things happened in its place.
Fair.
Yeah, but I keep trying to think of little things that I could do in varying hypothetical situations where Tangled Web would work with my power set, which is a bit tricky because it's not a very trap laying power set. Small micro thorn for myself. I'm pretty sure that in character I screwed up Nemo's pronouns at least once.
I think we all kind of bounced around.
We all did, yeah.
Yeah, did so.
Yeah.
Something we can work on.
Get used to.
Yeah. And
But it's good to highlight. And
at some point, like Ashley or Seraph is going to ask, so pronouns, what's your preference? Is it a hard preference? Is it a soft preference? And like get their side of the story on it.
Yeah.
That would be
like,
really helpful.
I have a self-thorn, which is that I did not really get to do a move that I really wanted to do, like fighting. I didn't get to try to punch anybody or do anything like that. And that
You kept flying away. I was like, hit things. It's cool.
Well, no, but I was gonna dive bomb, but I never got the chance because something was always thrown at me. When I had to react to it.
Fair.
And that was really disappointing to me. I'm trying to think. What else? So that I think was one of the disappointments, but that's about it.
Cool. Let's swip back to roses. Jan, I don't think he's gone. What rose did you have?
First of all, I really enjoyed the addition of Nemo to the team. That was a cool. It's true. It was a cool addition. I enjoyed having a bit of an antagonist in what was his name? Sloth. And I also wanted to give a rose for Jen. For sticking out because you came around, like I came, the turn came around to me like, what do you want to do? I'm like, I guess stop the fan, and you just went like, I actually was going to do that. Like, right, yes, good. So thank you for for stepping up there.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. I just want to highlight that as well as a Rose. Thanks, Jen, for mentioning that. Another apology for not doing the fireside chat when you gave me the heads up. I just, I loved it, but I will make up for it.
And I'm suddenly thinking of a small thorn. With the picture of La Espada. I was looking forward to a sword fight.
I know it's gonna happen. I'm sure. Pretty sure.
Well, I'm not gonna be here next week. Anyway,
well, I mean, the sword fight could happen on the 16th.
Hopefully, we put her on the path of right. Although I did do my best to try to keep her on the path of wrong with with giving her tips.
I have chaotic shady plans for her, so
Okay.
Good.
Well, I implanted a tracker in her, so I think we're down with that.
Yeah. The whole Spada stuff turned out so much better than I anticipated. That was pretty great. Paul, what roses did you have?
We've already rosed. I
We
already
have rose. I
rosed.
apologize. Okay.
Didn't
All
I
right. Did I
already
miss
rose?
anybody? Anyone who hasn't rose? It's the popcorn thing. It threw me off. I normally write things down. I
Well,
fail.
we keep going back and forth. It's like
I
we're
know.
rediscovering thorns after we've already smelled the roses.
No, it's so weird. It's weird. Stop doing this, guys. It's discombobulating.
Cats
But-
and dogs living together.
I
Right.
know.
Rules are meant to be broken.
Nope. They're meant to be evolved to make things easier and better, but they're there for a reason. Otherwise, we're playing freeform, and that's not what I like. I had a great time running today's session. You guys really brought it. I enjoyed the fight sequences. I really liked seeing Seraph heroing up and doing some badass stuff rather than just being the voice of reason, which she also was. She pulled double duty. Armature's little bit of sneaky bits, and Alex, I really like how you used Armature and the physical size difference with Atlas. I'm going to hide behind Atlas. That was really fun. Nemo jumping in and taking a lot of action and just immediately trying to get out of the problems that they are in was fun, and Viridian binding was super cool. Really, really liked watching him bind up some folks. So good session, everybody. Thank you all so much for playing, and it's already run a little bit long, so I will let you all go, and we'll stop the broadcast here. See you in a week.
All right.